Okay, so we're still on Dark Elf turn 3. Fighting hasn't happened here, just kind of seeing the board. Through various magic things, he killed 4 Knights Errant. They failed their panic test and ran away. Luckily, they didn't run off the board, and really there was nothing they were going to do soon anyway, so it really didn't hurt me too badly. Obviously, he got the charge in here. This is before fighting because he's going to kill a whole bunch of men-at-arms. Now with this, he finally broke my Pegasus Knights in combat. He did not want to pursue them, but he assumed that he had to because of the Dark Elf special rules of hatred, and I thought that's the way it was too. And the next day, I was talking to another Dark Elf player, and he said that's not the case anymore because hatred you no longer have to pursue. So that was unfortunate because he wouldn't, instead of doing that, he would have reformed to face my Battle Standard Bearers unit, which is ready to charge him. Now, one thing you might want to do is look at the building and look at how his unit is positioned. The way it is, my Knight of the Realm unit is an easy charge for each of them. I almost don't even have to roll the dice to get in. And it seems really obvious. I can just come forward, go around the building, hit him with one easy wheel. But technically, I'm in his flank, his side flank, not his rear flank. So you'll have to see how that works out later. Basically, I come around the building and I wheel enough that I can hit his corner, and then he has to just really swing all the way around, and we still just would have clipped each other. So we just decided the best way to handle that was to have him close the wheel or whatever, where I'm in his side flank, and then we just slid his unit so we were matched up. So I know that sliding isn't allowed, but you're going to see that later when that comes up. So anyway, after combat, you can see he's killed 16 men-at-arms, but I still had a lot of attacks back on some fairly fragile toughness 3 elves, and did pretty happy with that Blackguard unit, looking like I might be able to actually just kill them all. So on my turn, Knights Errant rallied. Here's the charge I was talking about. So I came around the building, nicked his corner. He turned his unit so I was in his flank, and it was basically like a slide, and we were both happy with that. I don't know how a situation like that would normally, how it should be worked. So more views of the board. A Stone Thrower lands on the Corsair unit again, and this is the unit that started off with 40. He's been hit twice with the Trebuchet and is down to 4 Corsairs and, or I'm sorry, 5 Corsairs. Or was it? No, that's 4 Corsairs and his level 4, I think. I don't know. Obviously, I'm confused, but I think that's his level 4. So over here, this is Executioners with his Battle Standard Bearer. I won combat, but he was able to reform, and now his killing blow attacks are a little scarier. I liked it better when I was in his flank and he didn't get supporting attacks. I only had 3 guys. But anyway, I still have a lot of combat res. And the problem with that is I have combat res, but he's stubborn because he's K-Knight near the Cauldron of Blood, and I did not know that when I charged in, although I think I still would have done the same thing. Anyway, after combat here, his champion's dead. He's down to his sorceress. It's no longer a sorceress, and his standard bearer. That's just another view of it. So on his turn, his Corsairs have nothing else to do. He just charges into my Knight unit. He doesn't have a chance to do anything there. This battle's still fighting on. Another view of it. And we get here. I kill the last of his Blackguard. His no longer sorceress runs away, and I just don't care about her. This is a blood and glory scenario, so it's really just about capturing banners and killing the general. So these guys go ahead and turn to face the cold one. I think I'll beat it through combat res soon. Corsairs don't last long. Knew they wouldn't. So my general's unit does a free reform and kind of faces over here. And this fighting continues to go on. I feel pretty lucky with my Battle Standard Bearer. My opponent's not getting killing blow on me, thank goodness, and I've got a 2-up rerollable, so he's having a hard time killing my BSB. So Brett turn 4, and this is where, I really have nothing else to do. I was going to take my general into the side of that executioner unit, and then I realized, you know what, let's just take the men-at-arms. I've got nothing else going on. General could go to the Cauldron of Blood. We start playing it out. The executioners, wait, pause. Yeah, that's not true. He's only got 2 banners left, and his general is destroyed now. So the game I think was over before my turn started, and then we realized it. So Blood and Glory, you know, he's gone. The game's over anyway. But it doesn't matter. I had him. I think my general's unit would have wiped out the Cauldron of Blood. His executioners no longer be stubborn. They would break. And after that point, it would just be mopping up. So that was it. It really, it was one of those games that I don't think either one of us played perfectly, but I don't think there was anything my opponent could really do for the most part. I mean, the trebuchet just took most of his army off the board. And I'm really seriously considering in friendly games just only taking one trebuchet. And I mean, I could make that 15-man unit of knights 12, take 3 of those guys instead, and with the cost of one trebuchet, get another knight block, and I wouldn't feel so cheesy about it. So anyway, it was a good time because I'm playing with a good guy, but trebuchets kind of took a lot of the fun out of that game. But that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.